So the big story that I wanted to start with was the State of the Union. Okay.
Even though I was on a cruise ship, all the channels are gone except one, and that was like NSNBC. So guess
they
whose
aired the
dad
State of the Union?
watched the State of the Union,
Gotcha.
and who I had to as well. So that was great.
So I watched some of it, but I also watched it alongside with Steven Crowder because it makes it more palatable, obviously, to watch it with somebody else.
Because Steven Crowder,
of course, exactly,
yes,
and them all riffing and joking around, and obviously
what costumes were they wearing this time?
Nothing, actually. No,
Really?
they were just. It was just them just talking,
That's a first.
fact checking, and obviously just doing a drinking game.
Of course. It's
But
Steven.
anyway, so there's a couple main things. The biggest story, in my opinion, from it was I think link 1 is what I have. It's going to be State of the Union, charged with disrupting the speech. Okay, so this man is a father.
I did hear this story. His father, he disrupted it.
Hold on. So this man is a father of one of the U.S. Marines who were killed in the debacle of the Afghanistan withdrawal.
I heard this one.
But basically, he came up and said Abbey Gate and United States Marines, and he was yelling. So he got taken out. So here, if you go to link 2, I'm going to play the clip. I don't know how much we're going to hear this. We'll see.
All Americans deserve the freedom to be safe. And America is safer today than when I took office. Year before I took office, murder rates went up 30%. 30% they went up.
So keep listening.
The biggest increase in history. It was then through my American Rescue Plan, which every American.
So that was it.
American Rescue Plan.
So
bullshit.
So again, I don't really care what he's saying. Obviously, his speech was a lot of plagiarism from past speech. We'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah.
We'll get that in a second. No. I want to stay with here because this is very important. This is the biggest thing. Is this man said this and ended up getting escorted out? No, well, he got escorted out, which okay, I understand. That makes perfect sense to be escorted out. You are disrupting a speech. I get that. He got arrested and actually like physically arrested, and I guess he's getting fined and as a misdemeanor for something.
Fined for what?
For disrupting something, a federal speech proceeding or something like that. I don't remember
exactly.
exactly
All the people that ridiculed and screamed at me when I've been speaking out at public events all the time, or is it because
you're not a government employee, you're a random nobody.
So what? Rules for thee, but not for me. Like they get all of these special privileges, but when it comes to us, we don't.
FYI,
it's like beating a dead horse.
Just so you know,
pointing that out.
My camera has died on me or frozen because we're having internet issues. So if you don't see me, that's what's going on.
Tap the screen.
So, well, I know I'm telling people who are listening. That's why. So if you don't see me, that's why. But anyway, he got basically fined and arrested. He got charges. But my issue is this: okay, I understand getting kicked out of the union. I get that.
Okay, fine. He was screaming up in the pews.
But then the Secret Service has to somewhat charge him. And then, but why in the world did Biden not just say, when he found this out and goes, don't charge the guy, just kick him out. He's fine. It's over. It's gone. Why didn't he just like pardon him technically?
Harry, that's the dumbest question in the world. The dude's not even coherent. You know how many drugs he was on to even be able to string together that long speech, which he should have at this point memorized because he plagiarized it for the past 3 years.
Well,
the dude's not even cognizant
anymore. But I mean,
let alone able to make a pardon.
But my point being is, like, he can say pardon. I mean, come on, it's only common sense.
No, he only knows chocolate ice cream.
It's possible, but I don't know. I just, again, even if he's not in charge, and which I don't think he actually is, somebody in the administration could have just said, you know what? We kicked him out. We're fine. Let him go. We don't need to charge him. We don't need to actually fine him. Let's just move on. But they haven't done that. And as far as right now, we're filming this Monday evening.
Why?
And I can't find that they've actually like pardoned him or anything like that. And it's really, really stupid. I just don't understand how.
I'm sorry. Are we really shocked though? Really?
I kind of am. I really kind of am, to be honest.
Okay, I'm not. What did you expect from him? Like, everything that we talk about on this show when it revolves around Joe Biden is the same little song and dance number every time. And it feels really stupid to keep talking about it because you say it one time, and then the dang dude does it again the next week, and you're like, well, hate to beat a dead horse, but we're doing the same topic because we have a president who does the same mistake over and over and over again, and no one else seems to want to like call him out on it. If it was Donald Trump, believe me, that would make.
Well, that's what I mean, though. Yeah, if this happened on the other foot, you know that everyone would be up in arms over the fact that the guy got arrested, he got and whatnot. I mean, that's I guess that's my main point is I just don't understand how the media and everything doesn't care about this situation, and it's really starting to annoy the crap out of me.
I mean, it's been annoying the bejesus out of me since 2020. But oh well.
Just oh well.
Well, what else were we supposed to say? What else were we supposed to do? It's the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I know. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do in this situation. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to fix my camera here on the fly, which I think I just did. So,
I don't particularly know how to fix this, how to do it. No, it's same thing.
I don't know.
It's stupid. Like, okay, what about that woman who it was the exact same incident. It was pulling out of Kabul. Sorry, Dad, I mispronounced that. And that woman had called in and she was like, my son was one of the Marines who was brutally murdered. And Joe Biden called me up to tell me about how his son, Bo, died in Afghanistan when that's not what happened at all. He died because of his own actions in the States because of abuse of substances. Just saying. But it's the same thing over and over again. Why do we continually like have this Home Alone like chalked face?
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so let's move on to the next part. So about this speech, what I got from it, and again, I wasn't paying complete attention to it, but what I got from it was that basically the first thing he spent 10 minutes literally doing nothing but talking about Ukraine. Okay. 10 minutes at the State of the Union. The State of the Union is about the state of our current
it's supposed to be about us.
America, our country, you know.
It's our chance to be a narcissist. Let's talk about us and everything
so
about
he talks about
me
Ukraine, which is ridiculous
country.
for 10 minutes straight. So it's obviously it's Ukraine first. It's Ukraine, that's all that matters. And then he goes on to
we've sent them $110 billion?
Something like that. Something I think we're sending more too.
Are we up in that?
But basically,
and then it passed $100 billion.
And then it's nothing but just a campaign speech. And I don't understand why we do this.
It's a really
I hate this
bad
stupid
campaign
thing.
speech, Barry, because someone on TikTok put together the reel
so
where
I have
they
that
did
right here.
side by side.
I link 3, I think. I think I have for you. Maybe it's link 2. Maybe it's link 4.
Yep, it's link 4.
So this one. So let me show this here.
Please.
So we're not going to play this whole thing. It's 5 minutes long.
Now, thanks to what you've all done,
I think that's what you were talking about, right?
Creating American jobs.
That's not the exact video, but it is.
Importing foreign products and exporting American jobs. We're exporting American products and creating American jobs. Build the economy from the bottom up and the middle out, not from the top down. To build an economy from the bottom up and the middle out.
So this is 5 minutes long, and it's sped up by probably 3 or 4 times. Is what it sounds like.
Okay, here's what I want to do, though. He didn't even change any adjectives or verbs around or try to rephrase it. It's word for word.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead here too to like halfway through. And so like this is a common thing. Like he's been doing the same speech for the last 3 years, and the problem is the hive mind and the brain dead just go along with it. Just go along with it. They don't even care. They don't even like whatever you want to say about Trump. The guy talks for hours. At every single rally he does, at minimum, usually an hour and a half to 2 hours at every rally.
Me, they are all his own words.
And they're all his own words. He's ain't reading no prompter. He might have maybe note cards, maybe a prompter with like bullet points, but the guy goes off on his own.
Those 20-year-old staffers give him all the note cards in the world, and you know what he does with them?
Still
rip and then throws it around like confetti. That's that man.
Yeah.
You can call him a bougie narcissist if he wants, but at least he's coherent and has his own thoughts.
Correct. Yeah. It's absolutely asinine and insane that can happen. But the other biggest point is the next link. Lakin Riley. Do you remember her?
Who
We talked about her
doesn't?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
I did a video about her on TikTok because I had idiots in my comments being like, "Why do you need a second amendment?" No, not all men are like that. Yeah, they are. Sorry.
Not all men are like that. That's not true.
Okay, you know what? They are seldom and far between because the amount of times I have to hear.
Thanks. I appreciate that a lot.
You know what? You are one of the seldom in between, Barry. Okay, but Barry, you don't see national stories on the news about guys stopping it. You see stories about them doing it.
Well, they can't stop it because look what happened to Jordan Penny, the guy that stopped the dude on the subway train.
That's what I'm saying.
He's still being charged.
Us.
Like it's ridiculous. But anyway,
if we don't do it, no one else will for us.
I agree with you, and that's why
don't let your rapist go to trial.
And that's why
let him go meet Jesus.
Well, you're definitely.
Okay, I don't plan
Let's hope
on
nothing
having
like that
that
ever
happen.
So,
okay, thanks, Barry. That's a horrible thought to think about. All I'm saying is, if your life is in danger...
Jesus. I'm saying if anything ever happened like that, a lawyer is going to be able to pull it up because this is on the internet. So, but I know what you're saying.
I don't expect me to go there then.
Yeah. Well.
Courts in America today.
Free
and fair trials are a thing of the past. I don't even know if they were ever actually a thing. Were they?
Yeah. I think we're losing it, but I think we have to lose it.
This conversation on the podcast.
We have to lose it more to gain it back, I think, again.
Yes, it's the whole 80-year cycle thing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Easy times make weak men.
So anyway, Lakin Riley is the girl that got murdered by the illegal alien.
A 22-year-old nursing student whose life was ended way too soon.
And the illegal immigrant, the illegal alien, whatever you want to call him, I don't freaking care.
I call him a bastard.
I call him a complete and utter douchebag, 100%,
who
deserves to be castrated.
Is a frat boy.
You're right. You are correct. He is a lot more than douchebag. I just don't want to use that language that I'm really thinking. Yes, you're correct. But
are we really trying to keep this channel PG-13?
A little bit, yeah. Try to as much as possible.
All the topics we talk about definitely aren't PG anymore.
But anyway, so this is at the State Union. I'm gonna play this video.
Please do.
And it's basically he starts getting heckled by Marjorie Taylor Greene. So yeah, I want the context of this.
Drug detection machines to significantly increase the ability to screen and stop vehicles smuggling fentanyl into America. That's killing thousands of children. This bill would save lives and bring order to the border. It will also give me and any new president new emergency authority to temporarily shut down the border when the number of migrants at the border is overwhelming. The Border Patrol Union has endorsed this bill. The Federal Chamber of Commerce is, You're saying low. Look at the facts. I know.
So first of all, we did do a huge video on the border bill with all the facts.
We don't need to go into how
but that's the point is here. He even says that when it gets overloaded by 5,000 a day for 7 days straight, that's when we can close the bill. Like that, there shouldn't be one person allowed legally inside the state or country, period. And he even admits it here. That's just ridiculous.
I know you know how to read.
It looks so funny.
Is it a map?
I believe that given the opportunity for a majority in the House and Senate would endorse the bill as well, a majority right now. But unfortunately, politics has derailed this bill so far. I'm told my predecessor called members of Congress in the Senate to demand they block the bill.
That's this part.
He feels political win. He viewed it as a political win for me and a political loser for him. It's not about him. It's not about me.
Okay.
He viewed it as a to demand they block the bill. He feels political win.
We're trying to have an ad hominem attack
here. Be a political win for me and a political loser for him. It's not about him. It's not about me. I'd be a winner. Not really.
Not really. Wow. So you admit it. That's terrible.
What is he trying to say?
I don't know.
What's going on? The dude goes off script. I will be a winner. Not really. Like, wait, what? Like,
you know that meme where Elmo was on Jimmy Fallon and he goes, Elmo, you really know all this stuff? Like, you're really smart. He goes, not really. That's Elmo right there.
Oh my gosh. I just okay. Now this is the part that really is what I wanted to talk about. Not that I forgot about that stuff because I got kind of anyway. So here's what I really wanted to talk about.
Yes.
So he's getting heckled right now.
Shocker.
She's yelling at him.
Lincoln Riley.
I'm sorry,
An innocent
what?
young woman who was killed
No, it's not.
by an illegal. That's right. But how many of the
Oh my gosh,
thousands of
Kamal's
people
face
being
when he
killed
said
by
illegal.
illegals? To her parents, I say, my heart goes out to you, having lost children myself.
Oh my
I
God.
understand. But look, if we change the dynamic at the border, people pay these smugglers $8,000 to get across the border.
This too.
Because they know if they get by and let into the country, it's 6 to 8 years before they have a hearing.
That's the problem.
And
He
it's
just
worth the
admitted
taking
it.
the
Exactly.
chance of the $8,000.
Kamal's
But
face when he said that,
but-
though, was kind of funny. Okay,
it's
so,
only-
pause for a second.
So, yeah.
Lincoln Riley is a football coach in Southern California.
Shh, I don't know the validity of that, but I'm sure. I agree with you.
USC Trojan football program's coach of University of Southern California, Lincoln Riley.
Again, the real problem is, he says Lincoln instead of Lakin. The president of the United States at the State of the Union in front of every single American is saying the name wrong. And he has a pin there. I don't even know what the pin actually is, but I'm assuming it's some
They
sort
gave
of
it so he
support
can do
pin
some doodles.
with her. Well, I think the pin is like a
It's his
support for
fidget
Lakin.
toy.
But like the thing is, he says the wrong name. And that's before he
Embarrassing.
goes into this about the whole, the smugglers, the cartels are smuggling people and getting paid, and these people are coming over because they get a chance.
Well,
and he
at
goes,
least
if
he admits
they
it.
didn't have to wait 6 or 7 years, then they wouldn't come here. Then close the border, make it immediate. You don't get a trial; it's immediate, gone, turn around. So, but my point is this:
Shocker.
when he gets into this next clip here, this next one that I'm doing, he goes on television the next day, and this is what he says.
You use the word illegal when talking about the man who allegedly killed Lakin Riley.
An undocumented person. And I shouldn't have used illegal. It's undocumented. And look.
So, okay, and pause. And then the next one, too. I'm going to do this one. This was him.
Do you regret using the word illegal to describe immigrants last night, sir?
Well, I don't regret it. Technically not supposed to be here.
So,
Technically not supposed to be here.
instead of mispronouncing the woman who was probably raped and then definitely,
We know that to be a fact.
Well, I don't know if we have that to be a fact yet. I don't remember. It's been over a week since I looked
Children,
this.
if you're listening, close your
Yeah.
ears. I'm about to say a bad word. But vaginal scarring and tearing before her death.
Again,
Coroner report. I'm gonna go out.
I
on a
agree
limb
with you.
here.
And that I probably didn't read. I didn't read that. I agree with you.
But you know,
But
like
anyway,
a certain
she was-
Jean Carroll
it
said,
doesn't-
she probably had a fantasy about it.
Yeah, she wanted exactly. So anyway, but the point is, he mispronounced this girl's name, who was, we know for a fact, murdered.
That's what happens when your literal heart stops beating.
Correct. Well, by at force of somebody else. So she was murdered by an illegal, violent career criminal, by the way.
Who's been deported?
But Joe Biden's only
Multiple
thing,
times.
and Nancy Pelosi, I don't have the video, but Nancy Pelosi says the same thing. She was upset that he said the word illegal. Like you said, Kamala's face when he said the word illegal was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Like, you
And he
moron.
apologized to the murderer for saying that the murderer
Oh my gosh.
wasn't illegal and he shouldn't have been called an illegal. That's my issue with this.
You know what I have to say about that? Death penalty.
Oh, okay, but
I don't freaking care if these
I agree with
illegals
you.
are offended. Oh my gosh.
how? But that's what I'm my point. I don't
He's apologizing
understand.
for calling them an illegal,
Correct.
but he won't apologize to that girl's family,
Yes.
to the Riley family, and be like, "Hey, listen, I'm a moron. I've been in office for 4 years,
I
but I
mispronounced
want to
her name."
redistrict,
Correct.
and I want to readjust the ethnicness in America by having people come in that will vote for me no matter what. So I'm sorry, your daughter was raped and murdered because that was the price I was willing to pay." Like,
Yeah.
there's dozens of stories like that of girls my age. So you wonder why girls these days are genuinely fearful of going out of their house. This is why. You know what? That comes from me in a place of, I thought that the women who sat on TikTok and complained about going out at night because they were fearful of men, I thought those people were crazy. No, I get it now. I truly do. Because these stories happen every day. And I'm also wondering at the same time, okay, some of these stories get national headlines, some of them get local, but what ones aren't even being talked about at all?
Oh, it's
Just
insane.
the other day, that illegal who was hopped up on lots of drugs and painkillers and alcohol decided that he would go on a car rampage and then brutally ran over somebody on a motorcycle and killed that person.
Jesus, I didn't hear
And
about that.
guess what? The police station labeled that person as in the arresting report.
I have
white.
no idea. Okay, well,
Labeled him
I
as
should have
white.
known that. Well, like,
Because that makes perfect sense.
well, again though, this dude, I think it was named Jose. Was it Jose? I don't remember his name. I don't really care about his
That's
name.
racist, Barry, to assume his name is Jose.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was a J. I don't remember. Again, this is 2 weeks ago that I
don't
learned about
care.
him. But yeah, exactly. His name doesn't freaking matter. The name should be just forgotten douchebag. But
Say her name.
he was arrested for drunk driving, forging government documents, and also being an illegal immigrant across this country. He's a career criminal. It's not like this guy had the first thing, and then now he possibly raped and definitely murdered a girl. Like, and but again,
questioning
it's just
these people.
it's absolutely insane. I just don't get it. It's so frustrating that